What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for August 17th, 2021. So we have a lot of big news to talk about today. In this video, though, we're going to talk about a questionnaire that's going to get you 1,000 gems in game, and we're going to start off and talk about the brand new Sealand editions. Yes, we are going to get more Sealand levels after Sealand level 20. This looks very interesting. It's also going to provide more food and a ton of Celestial Island resources, the ones we're getting from Vortex, Tower, Realms Gate, everything. We're getting more ways to get more of them. And then later today, we're going to be talking about the Celestial Island update, which looks like it's coming to Tap this week as well. So it looks pretty awesome. So make sure you guys take 1 second, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into it. So before we get into the actual news, I want to talk about the idle questionnaire that is going on from DH Games. There is a form, kind of like a Google Doc. It kind of seems like it's like a survey. They want you to fill it out. They want feedback regarding how you participate in your gaming communities. They want the feedback. They will give 1,000 gems. Now, I don't think you get it immediately. I think it's like in a week or two time, you will see it on your account. But essentially, I'll put a link to their Facebook page in the description down below. Go, make sure you take it, fill out this form. It's going to ask you some things like your platform, your server. You're going to need your UID, which if you click on your portrait in game, it'll give you your UID. There's a bunch of different questions. There's multiple pages. Just make sure you fill it out. You will get those 1,000 gems, so not too bad. So yes, the time has come. It is time for new Sealand content that they promised at the anniversary event. So this is news with the home system, which is basically going to be on Celestial Island. If you want to see information about that, check out the next video. I'm trying to make these a little bit more condensed so they're not just like a 20-minute news video, so you guys can get through them really quick. The other one will come out later today, so stay tuned for that. But at the present, there are a lot of players that have already cleared all of Sealand, and the opening of the new Celestial Island home system also means that there's a demand for more home materials, and the time and space heroes seems to finally be useful in Sealand. So yes, it does sound like in these editions where they're expanding them to level 25 in every faction, you are going to be able to use Transcendence Heroes in these factions, and it's going to be pretty much associated with which one they came from. So you'll see later on there's like a sword flash in the Fortress faction. So whatever their main faction was before they became Transcended, they will be usable there. I think the same rules apply. You can only use one in each, so the people who are super whaling, I don't think get a benefit from having multiple, but that does mean you might want to start building some heroes in multiple factions, but we will take a look. 5 levels have been added to each faction of Sealand. These will open as soon as you clear Sealand 20. So if you're still earlier mid-game, you don't have them all cleared, not a big deal. But if you do have a certain faction to 20, I believe you can, it doesn't matter. Like if you clear 20 in Shadow, 20 out of 25 will be there, and you can go do the 5 extra levels. But if you're only at 5 of 20 on Dark, per se, it won't let you move on. So that's not too bad. So it looks like each one has multiple fights you have to go through as well. After adding new levels, starting from the 21st floor, each level needs to be challenged 4 times. 3 are normal challenges, and the last one is a boss challenge mode. So that's interesting. After completing all 4 challenges of this level, you can then sweep it. So as you can do like the sweep previously, in once you finally beat a level, get to 20, you can just sweep it every week or every day. Looks like it's going to be the same for this as well. And you'll notice when you do sweep it, you get a ton of resources. Ton of 4-star fodder. That's pretty good, but you're getting tons of those building materials as well for Celestial Island. So that looks pretty solid as well. Starting from the 21st floor, in addition to the increment of the basic rewards, which is typically those little crystals and those 4-star shards there, home materials will be added. The 3 common challenge rewards for each level are the same, and the hero fragments and crystals are the same as before. And the home materials are added to the boss challenge. So you have to be able to beat the final boss to get it. So even if you can beat like the first ones, but you can't beat the boss, you can still do these constantly, it sounds like. You can do them daily. That's interesting. Okay, interesting. After the first pass of the challenge is completed, the sweep rewards of the level will be displayed as before the 20th floor, and the home materials will be displayed in the form of Seal Land Resource Box. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. And the one thing we do need to talk about here is this picture. So there's a lot of V4s here. Why there's a snake, I don't really know, but there is a whole entire team of V4 heroes, and the biggest part of the news here is the fact that Sword Flash Shia is chilling right there. She's right there. She's ready to go. She is a Transcendence hero, which is weird to see here. But because Shia, the normal Shia, is part of the Fortress faction, Sword Flash will be used in this. So Queen will be used in Abyss. I mean, we don't know how difficult these are yet either. These might be like some really insane kind of game-breaking modes. It might be geared more towards whales, I'd imagine, because most games, when they come out with new content, the main goal is to keep whales engaged and playing and upgrading their accounts. We'll have to see what that means for the average player. But this is a really interesting thing. Now, it's going to be rough because people who can only build like 2 to 3 Transcendence Heroes right now free to play are going to be a little bit behind because, you know, they're kind of dealing with, they have to pick which ones are best for other game modes too. And now you got to worry about Seal Land. You really want to try to get at least one of every faction. We're coming up with the 5th faction, which is Vesa this week. Speaking of that, we have just a little spoiler for Vesa. Vesa is coming this week. We'll talk about it in a second. And then it seems like maybe the Dark faction Aspen is going to be the last one, and we should get that one at the end of November, right around Black Friday. Should be interesting. Whew, a lot of new content coming this week, guys. A lot of new content. And lastly, I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a spoiler. We still have really no information, but it sounds like, according to Facebook and Twitter, that we will be getting the next Transcendence hero this week. You can kind of see her back there, like she's really small. She's in what I can imagine is a graveyard. I don't know, those sticks either look like, I mean, because they're crosses, they look like graves, but does that mean Vesa can like revive people? I don't know, but you got Vesa and her unicorn in the middle of what looks like a burnt down forest with a ton of graves. I don't know, it looks weird, but if she can revive, that would be pretty insane. So let me know what you guys think about the new Seal Land. Of course, we have the Transcendence hero coming out, and of course, go enter and do that questionnaire for 1,000 free gems. Now, we talked a lot about the new Celestial Island resources the past like couple weeks. Tomorrow or later today, we're gonna have another video when we have a little bit more information. We're going to have the brand new addition of new buildings and new modes in Celestial Island. So that's going to be really fun too, but I want to make sure we have all the info and all the breakdown before we talk about it. And hopefully I'll be able to show it to you on Celestial Island as well in game on the Tap test servers. I believe it's coming this week. We'll have to see. I'll check on my account, see what we can find. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 59,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys next time.